Hi everyone, happy I think it's Thursday. Um Sorry I didn't check first. But so 2 days ago, I live in the Pacific Northwest, upper left, and we had a cyclone bomb. So yeah, we had a cyclone bomb. I think it was just like a massive windstorm. And so now there's no power. So in the background you might hear a generator. And hopefully said generator lasts long enough after this video for me to upload it. Otherwise, you guys are going to get this like next week, which would be basically December. I think today's Thursday. So next Thursday is Thanksgiving. And I seriously doubt we're going to have power. Like, there's just a lot of, uh, you know, line down and a lot of trees down, and we can get out now and stuff like that. There's like four ways out to, like, we're in between like four towns basically, and now I think you can get to all of them, but like some of the roads, some parts are just like one lane because there's a ginormous tree yesterday, in that lane yesterday. Jesus Christ, I don't know. It's like I like not having power. Like yesterday was really interesting for me because like I had last week I had been thinking like, man, I should do like a digital detox, where I really concertedly spend the majority of the day offline and just, do stuff outside, like make kindling or something like that, just useful stuff. Although the last time I tried to make kindling, thank God the hatchet was blunt, because I wasn't wearing boots. My form was terrible, and I fucking hit my ankle, the middle top of my ankle, with a hatchet. It should have gone through me, and if it had been anywhere near sharp, it would have. Like if I was using a Fisker, like the the good brand one, oh man, I would literally be still in the hospital right now. Anyway, I need to work through that traumatization and just make kindling because we need it. But yeah, I don't know. It was really interesting yesterday without Wi-Fi, and I know that that is like the most millennial, Gen Z or Gen A thing to say. Oh my god, it's so weird without Wi-Fi. But it is like when you are a person nowadays, it's like, for the most part, I know there's probably places still like where being on your phone is not a thing, but like I live out in the country. I spend all day by myself, like, and even before that, like I'm an internet person, okay? Like introverts, I feel like we thrive online, because it's so much easier to find people that vibe with you, like out there in the real world right now, like it's scary stuff. Although that said, like, so last night, um, boyfriend and I saw this. I'm still on Craigslist free, and I saw this sink for free. It was like brand new. That it's like brand new, and it's this exact same specifications as our current sink. And our current sink has a couple rust spots on it. It's just, for whatever reason, I think it's just old. So we picked up the sink yesterday, and it was such a good experience. Like, we picked it up from this old couple. They were adorable. The little lady was German. Her name was Friedel. I loved her, and I loved her husband too. Can't remember his name. It was like George or something. But they were so amazing. And like, I meant to say this a couple videos back, but like, I love, I mean, I've said I love Craigslist. I love Craigslist, but I truly feel like it's a very, very good avenue to like if you are an introvert, to it's a way to interact with your community that's very low stakes. So you can either like go to the free section or any of the specific sections where stuff is for sale, but like start with the free section, make it really low cost, low stakes, find something you like, or inversely you can put something on there and you'll meet somebody who wants to pick it up. I guess as long as the thing is good enough. But so make it something decent, or just go and get something, pick something. And I don't know, boyfriend and I, we've met because he goes with me to most of the things to pick up. I think I've gone a couple times by myself, but anyway, if you're worried about safety or whatever, like, doesn't matter. Like, go by yourself or go with a friend, go with your boyfriend, and I don't know, like we've met some really good people. Like we got a shed. Oh my god, it's like a really heavy my boyfriend is so fucking amazing. This shed probably weighs like 2,000 pounds, and he was able to get it onto a trailer with no. He's amazing. But we got this shed from this guy, um, Lebanese dude, young Lebanese dude. And okay, this will lead on to something else. But he was so cool. So let me just end it with that. That guy was super cool, and it was really nice to meet him. And it's good to help people out because a lot of times they're moving, or they just don't want the thing there, but they know it's worth something. So anyway, let's foray into Jesus fucking Christ. Everything is so fucked up price wise. Like, I'm not even talking about eggs and stuff like that. Like, because on one hand, I kind of think that, like, I know this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, but I kind of feel like the way things are priced now is better. It just makes more sense. Like, I do remember as a kid going to the grocery store, and I mean, like a kid, like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, or something like that. And going to the grocery store, my mom saying, get bread, and it was 3 for 99 cents. 3 loaves of white bread, for 99 cents. That's amazing for somebody like her who had 5 kids. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe I should just shut up. I don't know, but I do like, overall, like what I'm trying to say is I like people spending money on food because it just makes people that much more mindful. We do have a very big food waste problem in this country, probably all around the world, but I'm just going to talk about this country. And the way to fix that is to somebody just went up my father-in-law's driveway backwards. I don't know why. It's not that cold. It's not icy. That's so weird. I wonder what the hell's going on. Anyway, yeah, I kind of like how things are priced right now. It's tough, but especially with obesity, I heard the other day, I think yesterday actually, that obesity for the first time went down. So is it because food is a little more expensive? Like, I don't know. It's like, it's nice when food isn't that big of a like a family's budget, but at the same time, it allows them more money to spend. But at the same time, it's like so many people use food as a vice that something had to give. I don't know. Like, being obese is just, being overweight is not cool. Like, fuck. I still don't have, we don't have a very accurate scale, so I can't tell you where I'm at. But like, I still am overweight. I just like, I'm probably like 155 or something. So I'm going down, but like, still, it's just like, God, like, why did I let myself get so fucking big? Like, oh my God. If I ever become skinny again, like, it'll be amazing. But that's not even, like a goal. I just want to be, it's actually about just being in shape. Like, I need to be in shape. Like I used to work out all the time, or at least regularly. Anyway, back to this guy that we met. So we pick up a shed from this guy. He's 37 years old. He's like a mechanical engineer. And we go to his house, and it's like a really nice house. It's a very nice house. Um and he bought it all by himself. He's probably around my age, 37-ish. And he bought this house all by himself. He's from California, and he was very forthcoming, and he was just like, yeah, like my sister helps me pay for this house, like he couldn't do it himself. And it's weird because he said like I have been saving, like meticulously saving my money as a mechanical engineer for like, I think he said the past 10 years. And like he needs his doctor's sister to help him pay for the house. And like, okay, cool, like so glad you have a sister, and that your 10 years got you the house. But it's like, why is a mechanical engineer not able to buy, it's probably like a 3-bedroom house, like it's nice, good piece of land. But I don't know, this guy, it's just the moral of the story with that is like, you can do everything right in this country. You bet your ass this guy was not pissing away money on like espressos and avocado toasts, as they say, going to school, getting the job, saving his money for a house, and still like he cannot do it. Like he can't do it. And maybe it'll be easier when his girlfriend moves in. He did say that his girlfriend was about to move in. Maybe they'll be able to do it by themselves together. Um, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just so crazy. Like, I know that's the word on the street right now, is like 1,000 grand is not what it used to be. But it's just like, it's just so disheartening because like we should be able to see people do it, who work really hard. But at this point, even the people who work really hard can't do it. I don't know. It's fucked up. It's just really, it was nice to meet that man. My boyfriend showed him a lot, especially as an engineer. It's like, it was cool for him to see, like it, mechanics engineering at work. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's just, I wanted to recommend that Craigslist as a, I know Craigslist probably doesn't have like the best reputation right now. Well, it's been marred because of that Craigslist killer, which I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure it was like, I'm not sure, but there's a good chance, like, no, it's not like a psyop, or not psyop, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's hard to trust anything serial killer. Like when you really get into it, it's like you kind of figure out, or you tend to realize that they're all affiliated with the government in some sort of way. Like they were all like MK Ultra, or like they worked with the CIA for whatever reason. Like you can't you can't trust anything that you see on TV. Like for some reason, that one guy, remember the Boston bombing? There's that really iconic, like I think it's the most iconic photo from that day, of a guy in a wheelchair who's had his leg blown off, I think. I can't remember. And there's a guy in a cowboy hat holding the vein of his leg. And the guy in the wheelchair with his leg blown off is just like this, is like, and it's just like, dude, if your leg was blown off and somebody was holding your vein, you would be fucking screaming. Like you would be fucking passed out from the blood loss, the shock alone would. But anyway, and I say all that because the guy in the cowboy hat who's holding the vein, his name is Carlos Arredondo. Sorry, I butchered that. um, and if you look into him, so that guy apparently a few years previous to the Boston bombing, his son went overseas to fight in some war. I don't know if it was Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever, and he got killed. So when that happened, two guys from the military went to his house, Carlos's house, to tell him his son died. Carlos loses his mind because his son is dead. He torches the army guy's car, and I don't know, probably beats them up, at least one of them. And that's a big deal. You can't do that. You can't do that without facing some serious, like, jail time. But no, then a couple years later, here he is playing a crisis actor, selling out his country, not in jail. Like, that guy should have been in jail, but he very clearly made a deal to not go to jail and play a crisis actor. Look into it. Look into it. Anyway, that's enough conspiracy talk. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Life's gonna be interesting for the next couple weeks because, again, there will be no internet. There's no power. I don't have water. Like, I'm going to be very house on the prairie. And sorry, I'm fucking up my microphone. Oh my god, I just realized that. I'm sorry. My hair's been like, okay. Watch, that's gonna be the thumbnail it chooses for the first 3 minutes of this upload. God fucking damn it. I should make this 20 minutes because I don't know how long that generator is going to last. And boyfriend said I wouldn't be able to start it by myself. So, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really interesting. I am kind of sad, like, because I made a cover letter. I applied to a job in the next town over that would be so cool, and I really want this job. But now with no internet, like, and no nothing for 2 weeks, like, I don't know if I'm ready to start. Like, I guess I could, just kind of bare knuckle the first. I mean, I still need to get hired, but I guess they'll contact me. If they contact me, I will go to the interview and I will try my best. And if I have to start a job in the first 2 weeks of it, I'm literally, you know, basically not homesteading, the off grid girl, that's fine. But like yesterday, where we went to get the sink, it's one of the higher end towns. It's probably in the top 5 of the state. Kirkland is very upscale. Half that city didn't fucking have electricity. I mean, they'll probably get it they'll probably get it today, if not the next few days. But yeah, there's like 400,000 people without power in the state. That's crazy. Our greenhouse got totaled, so that kind of sucks. But everything else is fine. Nothing broke, nothing got damaged. Oh my god, I know nobody asked for this, but so the day of the storm, my friend that I had worked with, my ENFJ girlfriend from my last job, uh, was like, I want to come over with my boyfriend. And I also worked with him too. All worked together for the same place. And this is the couple I was talking about a few videos back, where it's like, the only reason they're together is because they work together. Like, she is 10 years older than him. I should have said he's not her type. Like, she is very much she likes built, like, Latino men. That is her thing. I think she'll settle for a black man, but like, white men are not her. And so this guy that she's with, and I say it's only because they work together, is the skinniest white boy with long blonde hair you've ever seen. Anyway, they came home, and I hate to say this, but it did affirm my suspicions that, like, this is a relationship out of convenience. It's not good because of the age difference. Like, because when you're 33, she might be 34. Um, you are not the person you were at 24. Oh my God, I just go like this. My skin is so sensitive. It turns red if I fucking touch it. Yeah, it was such a shit show. It was so, and there's nothing wrong with this boy at 24. Like, yeah, you can't really handle liquor. Like, you can drink. Oh my God, that's terrible. You can drink, but it's like, it's just, there's so many things I think in the 24-year-old's mind, like so many realizations about life and death and like how shitty it is that a lot of us have to work a job, end up working a job we don't like. You don't have to, but we end up it. Like, I don't know. It was just, it was bittersweet, and it was so embarrassing for them because he got so fucking drunk so fast. And the rest of us, her and me and my boyfriend, we're just trying to chill, have a good life, like have a good time, like have a little bit to drink. No, like it was so interrupted by this boy's just complete and utter meltdown. Like, so she was so embarrassed that they left in the middle of the windstorm. Like, they left, they come back like 10-15 minutes later, and they're like, there's trees everywhere, we can't get out. And so it's like, okay, come upstairs, go in the spare bedroom. They won't. Like, they're too embarrassed because of this boy's just meltdown. um I finally get them inside. It wasn't like so dramatic. It was just like, guys, get inside, and they're like, woohoo. But my boyfriend couldn't get them in, which is weird. And then they only chilled out for like an hour, and then they went back out. Still, the storm is still at the height of it. And so I checked in with her yesterday after I finally got Wi-Fi at like 5 o'clock. I'm like, hey girl, did you guys make it home okay? Like, I'm sorry. Because our generator, we had one yesterday, it seized up. It literally, this is like a backup generator, which it's amazing it's fucking working. um she's like, yeah, we left and there were trees everywhere, and the only reason we got home is because we were behind this guy with a chainsaw, and we had to help him cut up the trees and throw them to the side so we could go home. It was just like, oh my God, like, girl, do you hear yourself? Do you fucking hear yourself? Like, I don't know. I kind of think ultimately that's why they're together. It's not, it is convenient that they work together for the same place, but they don't work together like on a regular basis, I don't believe. Um, so I think what is getting them together is like a kind of like a penchant for drama. Like, they both kind of like it, and they both like staying up late, and they both like partying, like classy partying, like going to concerts and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just, if that's still where she's at in life, where she needs to feel like needed and stuff like that, it's like, that's a lesson. That's a lesson. Um, because it's very much in the woman sphere, and there's the manosphere, but there's the womanosphere that is very much like, one of the top tenets is like, you can't date potential, you have to date someone where they're at. um you know so like this boy, he's an ISTP. He has the potential to be a great man, right? But I mean, I feel like they're one of the latest bloomers. um they take they take a very long time. um I think they have to be very close to 30, if not above 30. It's not as long as the INFP, which would be great for her. um but INTPs, they probably take a little while too, because they have to engage with reality for a concerted amount of time to, you know, harden up and toughen up and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's so sad. It's like, not sad, but it's just like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But it's not my place, and I'm not, and unless and until she fucking asks for my opinion, because she knows, She knows. Yeah, it's interesting. I wish them the best. I really can only say, like, if you make a mistake with somebody and start dating, like, and you realize it's wrong, like, you need to cut it off as soon as possible, because it's just that much easier. It just gets harder and harder and harder the longer you stay together, which is obvious, but um, I don't know. I think it's something that just needs to be said, because I think for so many people, for so long at least, it it breaking up is really hard to do, and especially like when you're lonely, it's just like it seems like an impossible thing to do, but it's like, no, it's really not. It's really not. Like, it'll I think it the earlier you break up, the more of a chance you have of being friends without any animosity, or as low as animosity as possible. I don't know. I have no idea how they'll handle it if and when they break up. I don't know. It's weird. Like, dating your subconscious, that's that must be kind of exhausting. I bet it's kind of fun, right? Because you both make each other happy, but and they love playing with each other, and I mean, like, that in the most genuine sense. They play very well together. But I don't know, the subconscious relationship, I haven't looked into it, but just thinking about it, and maybe I have a skewed reference point, because, right, my subconscious is the ESTP, and I think for anybody being in a relationship with an ESTP would be exhausting, very risky. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So what am I gonna do now? The generator's gonna go out here soon. I need to stop talking. I need to get this up. I don't know. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna clean. Yesterday I cleaned some windows and they look great, so I need to clean more of them. There's books here, like, um, I don't know. Yeah, I should read. I should just read and clean. Like, I think that's what women used to do, like, when, before internet and stuff like that. Just read and clean. Like, I don't have friends, so I can't walk down to my girlfriend's house and, talk about recipes. So I don't know. I'm really just going to try and enjoy this week, because it is going to be literally a week before we get Wi Fi, like ubiquitous Wi Fi. Um, I should really, really take advantage of this time. And I will. Like, I'm gonna, I don't know. I just wish I hadn't applied to that job. But no, you know what? I am glad I applied, because I applied. They have my shit. They will contact me if and when they want me. And I can check every morning with the generator. So at this point, I'm just waiting, and it's just a little more of an active wait, because I can't just pacify myself with, you know, knowledge, that audible knowledge. I have to, actually read, and, just keep myself busy, which again is good. Like, I'm going to try to be really, really mindfully thankful for this detox. Like, it's truly like, you get 1 hour or so of internet, and then it's over, bitch. Like, you are on your own. Like, you need to make do. So okay, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do that. I might have YouTube on in the background. Yeah, I'm going to have YouTube on in the background until the fuel runs out, and then I'll just keep on my day, and I don't know, I'll be better off for this. Like, this, as with everything, this is a definite privilege. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Boyfriend and I talking about it on the way home yesterday. It was like, life, we are so privileged. Like, we have this beautiful sink. She also gave us this end table thing, which you can see it. It's right there. This goes in the hallway. It's only like this wide, and it's like maybe 3.5 feet long. It's so cool. It fits in our hallway perfectly. Like, we're just so privileged, like, to be us, to be where we are. Like, I don't know, I cannot complain, and I'm gonna try not to sweat because I don't need to. Like, I'm really hoping crypto is part of like my um adds to my ability to not sweat stuff. Like, thank you, Nico. Like, one of my subscribers turned me on to XRP a couple years ago, and that shit has doubled, which like isn't saying that much because I'd only put 1,000 in. So, I've made $1,000 for doing nothing, but that's something. And, I'm just thankful because it's the little miracles like that reaffirm that I'm doing the right thing. And, it's like, that's another avenue where you can use to meet people. Just start a YouTube channel, even if you have nothing to talk about. Like, people will gravitate into your world, and if they're in your area, you'll get to meet them if you're open to it. And it's really cool. It just opens you up to things that wouldn't, it's an extra $1,000 in my pocket. Not that I'm going to cash out, but like, it's like, oh wow, like, thank you. Like, thank you. I really fucking appreciate it. Oh my god, I'm really trying not to sweat. Like, life, like, boyfriend's divorce is coming to a close early next month in December. Another crazy thing, the court system here in Washington state is down. Like, no court cases have been able to proceed for the past like 3 weeks because the system is down. The system is down. Great band, System of a Down. So they can't access anybody's files. So all these court cases just keep getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Like, boyfriend's divorce was supposed to be finalized like 2 weeks ago. No system. So now we're up to December. Like, literally everything that can happen has happened for this fucking divorce. Like, thank God they didn't have children, because this would be basically the halfway point. But here we are, 2-3 weeks out. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for him to be free, for us to be free, for us to be left alone, and to know, how much are we gonna have to pay this bitch off? Like, how hard is Wendy gonna have to, work to help pay this bitch off? Like, oh my god, like, please God, let the judge be like, oh, this is bullshit. This original amount, let's quarter it, because this bitch deserves nothing. Sort of fucking God. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I need to upload this. Take care. Have fun. Bye.